Okay, now let's solve for break-even point. So break-even point basically means you have a zero profit for your position at the options. So since the profit is zero, then you would need to solve for the spot rate that leads to a zero break-even. Okay, so right here I just put a call buyer and a put buyer right there. So I'm going to get the break-even point for both of them. So that's the possible spot rate. Okay, I call it break-even spot rate. Okay, and then break-even profit. And of course, the break-even profit at the end will be zero for both of them. Okay. So right here, let me just randomly put a spot rate. Okay, so since the strike is 1.12, well, I don't want to put 100 or -4. I want to put something reasonable. Let's say just say 1.5. All right, and that's gonna be changed later on. Okay, and based on the call buyer's spot rate, I can get the max of this either 0 or the spot rate you're gonna sell. You're gonna sell at minus the strike price, and then you need to pay the call premium. You don't need to lock in because you're not dragging anything. All right. And for put option buyer, again, it's a max either 0 or you sell at the strike. That's a positive cash flow for you minus the spot. Okay. So you're gonna buy spot, sell at strike as put option buyer, and then you pay for the premium. All right. So you can see when the spot rate is at 1.5, call option buyer is making money, put option buyer is losing money. And then I will need to apply the data, go seek under what if analysis. So I will set the call option buyer's profit to a value of 0, so that's break-even profit, by changing the spot rate for the call option buyer. Okay, so, and then I hit OK. And right here, as you can see, the result is 1.14. So that means when the spot rate is 1.14, then the profit for call buyer is 0. And I will perform the same thing here. It's called a go seek, and then I'm going to set the call option buyer's profit to 0 by changing the spot rate. Okay, that's for put buyer. All right. Okay, so you can see the machine did some work. So when the spot rate is at 1.12, then for the put option buyer, the profit is 0. Okay, so that's not quite exact to 0. So if I increase a decimal, there could be some number, but I think this is good enough. So 1.14 is for the break-even point of a call buyer, and 1.12 is for the break-even point of a put buyer. And for the writers, so it's the same. So the writer sell the option to the buyers. So when the buyers make 0 profit, the writer also make 0 profit, so on and so forth. All right, so that's the break-even point you need to learn. And another thing is, we know if the price is going up, then you are better off by taking a buying position for call options or taking a writing position for put options. If the price is going down, you can make a profit as put buyers or call writers. Okay, as you can see here, you get positive numbers when the price is low, generated by indicated by a column, and the prices would be positive and a positive here and here when the spot rate is higher, and that's for call buyers and put writers. But what happens if you are not sure about whether the price is going up or going down, or the price definitely has a lot of volatility? Okay, so volatility is definitely existing, so you still want to profit. And how can you profit from such a price volatility when you are not sure whether it's going up or going down, but for sure it's going to go wild? The one solution here is to get an option strangle. Okay, so option strangle basically means you buy both put option and the call option simultaneously. And for this two options from our previous setting, then you just need to do strangle. This should be long strangle. Okay, and what you do here is pretty easy. You just add the profit from buying the call option plus the profit from buying the put option. Okay, and that's it. So no matter the price going up or going down, as long as going far enough, you are making a profit. Okay, so you can just generate a chart. All right, again, you hit an insert, and then you will need to do this scatter chart. And I want you to do the last one, scatter with the straight lines. Okay, right click, select data, and then you do all this. The name should be long strangle, and for the X values, that will be all the spot rates here, all the possibilities in the future, and then you'll do all this. Okay, the profit for the strangle. Okay, now you have the chart for strangle. So let me just edit this chart a little bit. I want it to increase from 1 to 1.25. All right, just to show my point. As you can see, this is the shape of your profit. All right, so either the price going downward or going upward, you can profit. So when the price is going up, you let the put option expires, you access the call option, access the right to buy at a strike fixed, and take advantage of the higher spot rate. If the price is going down, you access the put option. All right, you sell at a fixed rate, and then you buy at a much cheaper rate to make a profit. For the call option, you just let it expire when the price is going down. All right, so the strangle makes money for volatile commodities. So either the price is going down or going up, if the price go wild or go volatile, then you'll make money. And what makes you lose money? So if the price is quite stable between these 2 points, okay, the 2 points are actually the two strike prices, the put strike and the call strike, then you will be at your lowest, and that's the summation of the two premiums you pay. Okay, so if you think the price is going to be stable, then you would just short a strangle. If you short strangle, then your profit will be exactly the opposite of the long strangle. So when you short strangle, that means you sell both put option and a call option. So when you sell the options, it's like you create those options and then sell. So let me just add another series. So, and this time it's called a short strangle. Then the X values would be all the spot rates. The Y values would be all the profits. So you can see the profit of a short strangle exactly mirror the profit for longing a strangle. So if you think the price is going to be stable between 1.10 and 1.2, so on and so forth, then that's where you make profit. If the price is going higher to the right or going lower to the left, then as a shorter, then you will suffer losses from the two ends. Okay, so you can also edit this a little bit, select data, and there should be a quick layout, and just do this format, put it down the bottom. Okay, and then you do the name profit curves. Okay, and since we have already done this so many times, just ignore the names for the axis. Okay, so that's the profit curve for strangles. And before you drag it down, make sure you lock the strike price and the premium. All right, so if you write a call option, you will collect the premium of $5 when the stop price is low, okay, lower than the strike, and that's going to be your profit. But when the strike price gets higher than the strike, like 105, 111, 110, then the call buyer, the option buyer, will exercise it. The option buyer will make profit, and then the call option writer will lose money. Okay, for the put option, you buy a put option, and then your profit will be the max of 0, and the put option lets you sell at the strike, and simultaneously as speculator you will need to buy at the spot. All right, and then you need to pay for the premium as put option buyer. Okay, so that's going to be your profit, and make sure you lock this strike price and also this premium before you drag it all the way down. Okay, and now you also purchase a stock, one share of the stock, so you will need to pay this $100, and when the time comes, you want to sell the stock at whatever the prevailing price is. If it's $5 is the prevailing rate for the stock, then you will lose $95. Okay, and make sure this negative 100 is properly locked before you drag it down. Okay, and then you combine the profit from this 3 channels of trading. Okay, so, and that is called a call put parity, and you are taking a long position when you buy the stock, take a long position of the stock, and buy a put and write a call. All right, so the parity gives you the profit from 3 sources, and you just add them up. Okay, and this will be your profit from the parity. Okay, and why do we want to do this? Because we are taking so much energy by trading 2 derivatives and also 1 stock. So if I put again the chart for profit, you will know the meaning of this put call parity. So I will again use this type of scatter chart. I will just select data, and then the name is the parity, and the X values would be all the stock prices, and the Y values would be all the profit from the parity. Oops, I'm sorry. Okay, so this is the chart. So you can see that you do not have losses whatsoever, no matter where the stock price is. It can be 0, it can be infinite. All right. So what you see here is if the price goes too high, then your profit will just be 0. You have no losses whatsoever. But if the prices goes down, then you would have a $5 profit no matter what. So that provides safety. Okay, so you don't care about where the price will lay on when the option expires, because this parity position will just lock in a profit for you, especially when the price is going down. And if price is going up, you have no losses. So that's the beauty of a combining option and the stock to secure a good trading position. All right, the next one from your textbook is called a protected put. Okay, protected put. So I'm going to just create another spreadsheet and name it as a protective put. All right. So the protected put basically means you buy the stock, and then you will also need to take a put position, buy a put. Okay, so the textbook is showing you for the put option, the premium is $1.324. Okay, and for the put strike, okay, it is $100. Okay, and for the option value, you will need to buy a stock. The stock value here. Okay, and you also buy a put. And combine those two would give you protective put. Okay, this time you don't need to calculate the profit from buying the stock. So the textbook give you 60, 70, and all the way to 140. Okay, so that's your option value. And then to get the profit from buying a put, then you will need to get either 0 or the put strike minus the stock value. So if stock value goes down, you actually make a profit. And of course, you always have to pay the put premium. Okay, before I drag it down, I need to lock this strike and this premium. Okay, and then I just drag it all the way down. And for protected put, you just need to add these two together. Alrighty. So if you look at this trend, so either the stock price could go very high or the stock price could be very low. If you just keep going down, then the value of your portfolio, which contains the put option and the stock, is limited at $98.676. Okay, and if the stock price is going high, you just take advantage of the increasing stock price, and your value will just be high. All right. Okay, and the textbook also gives you the net color protective. Okay, that's a little different. So what you see here is the portfolio value again from 60 to 140. Okay, and the textbook gives you a call option. It has a strike price of 108, and it has a call premium of 0.56. And there's also a put option, put strike price. It is $97, and it also have a put premium of $0.56, same as a call. Okay, so the net color protective put basically combines the put position. Okay, you buy a put option, and then you write a call option. Okay, you sell a call option, and then you combine these two to get the net color protective. Okay, so if you buy a put, then you would get a max of a 0, or the put strike gonna sell it minus the stock value. And don't forget, you're gonna pay for the premium. And make sure you lock the strike and lock the premium before you drag it down. Okay, and if you short a call, so you will need to collect the premium. All right, no matter what, just like the call option buyer need to pay the premium. So the best way for you to calculate, or the easiest, to get the negative of the profit for call option buyer. So the call option buyer's profit is in the parentheses. It is a max of 0, or the stock value you're going to sell at minus the call strike price you pay for. Okay, and then you also need to pay for the premium as a call option buyer. So that's the profit. So this part is the profit for call option buyer, and if you put a negative sign in front of everything, that's the profit for call option writer. Okay, make sure you lock the strike and the premium, and then you drag it all the way down. Okay, and for the net caller protected put, you will just need to add all of them together. Oops, plus. And then drag it down. So this is showing you, no matter the price is going very low or the price is going very high, your profit for holding a net caller protected put is very stable, limited at a downward boundary of 97 and an upward boundary of 108. Okay, so if you use either the protected put or net caller protective, you can see that your position is protected. That means you will suffer no huge losses when the stock value is going down by a lot. All right, and I will leave the chart creating job to you. So you will need to create a chart like this, okay, call put parity, or the strangle like this for protected put and net caller protective. All right, so you will need to finish creating the profit curve for these two positions based on the stock values. And so that's the end of this class exercise. Okay, so you can see that to solve for the break-even points is pretty hard, because there are 2 points that gives a 0 profit on either the short strangle curve or the long strangle curve. If you use a GoSeek, as we did before, GoSeek can only generate one single answer, but right here for the break-even points of strangle, you have 2. You can either observe the data right here, and you can see here I got zeros, and that happens when the profit is 1.10. And right here you got another set of zeros at the price of 1.17. So that's one way to find it out. But I'd rather like you to get the mathematical formula, so the break-even points for strangle. Okay, long and short have the same break-even. It's the higher strike price, okay, minus the 2 premiums, okay, 1.10, or the lower strike price plus the 2 premiums. Okay, so that's the 2 break-even point for a strangle. Okay, and you can also just use the same formula, okay, for the call option. The call options break even. It is the strike price plus the call premium. Okay, so when spot rate is at 1.14, you make a 0 profit for buying a call or writing the call option. And you can also do break even for put option, and you will use the strike price minus the put premium. Okay, 1 plus 1 minus. It's different for a call and put. Okay, so you can see the result here are consistent. 1.14, you use the mathematical formula and use GoSeek. At 1.12, this is the mathematical formula, and this is the GoSeek result. Alright, so break-even point is definitely going to be tested in your final. And for the rest of this exercise, you will need to follow the textbook, in particular chapter 14. So you will need to create another spreadsheet and name it as call and put parity. Okay, call and put parity basically means you are playing with options, and also you are playing with stocks. So let's say you have a stock XYZ. This is directly from the PowerPoint. You will need to write a call option, and you will need to long a put option or buy a put option. And then you also need to take a long position of a stock. That means you're going to buy and hold the stock. So the textbook gives you the conditions like this. So you have the call strike price, that is $100, and you also have the call premium, that is a $5. You have a put strike price, which gives the buyer the right to sell at $105, and the put premium is $5. And the current stock price is 100. Okay, it is 100. All right, I'm sorry. 100 should be. Oops. 100 should be right here. Okay, so that's a setup provided by the textbook, and you will need to generate the stock prices, let's say starting from $5 then to $7.5. Okay, make them in this a dollar format, same format here. Okay, then I will just drag it all the way down until I have a high number, but I don't need a 300, so maybe just 150 is good enough. Okay, delete. All right, so just generate 60 prices like this. Okay, each with a 2.5 increment. And if you calculate the profit from writing a call option, you first need to calculate the profit for buying a call option, which is max is a 0. The call option gives you the right to buy at a strike and sell at a spot. So you sell at a spot, you get the spot rate, you buy at a strike, you pay for the strike price. And you always have to pay for the call premium